All right, are we
fantastic.
ready to talk about Daredevil?
Are
Yeah.
we
Let's
going to
get
talk
it.
about Daredevil?
I mean,
Yeah,
that's why
really
we're
soul
here.
level for last. Yeah.
Is
All
it
right,
time?
so I'm not thrilled. I'm not thrilled. Um,
Really?
I so first of all, spoilers if you haven't seen Daredevil episode 7 because we're going to be talking about it. So this is your chance to kind of leave and come back if you want to come back because we're gonna talk about it. It was a good episode. They had some good fights, but I just think Muse is just completely misused. I think I think the one therapy session that we got was cut into pieces, and I think throughout the season we were supposed to get a lot more therapy sessions with this guy to try and figure out who he is. I think there wasn't enough build up to his character because really all we've gotten is the one fight last episode. We saw him briefly in the episode before that, and then we saw this character meet the therapist in one of the book signings, right? So I think there was a lot of stuff cut there, which I don't know. The episode was just weird to me. I liked the fight scene a lot. I thought the fight scene was very good in the actual therapist office. Um, I just wish they did more with him, and maybe he's not gone yet. I don't know, but I don't know. I just the episode just it's
How
just
you
not
come
gonna
back
be
from
there.
that? How you
Yeah,
come back from that?
I agree with you. I don't know,
Well,
but
I,
they
I
can go a lot of routes the way he was in the comic. I mean, he technically in the comic he was an Inhuman or something like that. So
Yeah.
if they
so
were to take
I
that route somehow, but I'm not thrilled. Not
Yeah,
thrilled.
I
I'm with
went and
you.
looked in. I went and looked in it because I was with you. I was like, I figured he's going to come back,
Hmm.
but according comic wise, at least what I've been able to see, there's no regenerative powers. There's no coming back from the dead from him. At least not in the current details. So they can do whatever they want to do on the show, obviously and whatnot. Um, I think for me, we are the equivalent of 3 2-hour movies, and this thing is still flat. The fight scenes are dope, you know what I'm saying? You know, the little 10-15 minutes that they put into a fight scene is absolutely solid. I love those. But the rest of it is just always building to something that is like, listen, you can explain this and move on and whatnot. There's just way too much just like if they mad, just get mad. You could have got everybody mad in the first 2 episodes, and then give us what we came here for the rest of this. Um, you know, Muse at this point was put in to make a point, and it's lackluster. I expected them to obviously last longer. This is why I'm kind of against these shows ending up on Disney Plus to begin with, because they will not give you what you expect to get. They do not. I listen. I appreciate that they tried. I appreciate that they put it on the platform. That they thought this was like this is what the nerds like us would want. But I know they're not going to give me what I would have got if this was on Hulu. I would have got something that I totally wanted to see. This is just way too like this shit might as well have just been an animation at this point.
It
I
was
don't
just
think it
scattered.
matters where it was. I think, to Abel's point, I think they rushed this. I
Yeah.
think they began this whole entire thing to be, was it 18 episodes? Wasn't it supposed to
Yeah,
be like
yeah.
some
So it
long
was supposed to be
first
one
season?
season. It was supposed to be one season of like 18 episodes, and they clearly have broken it up to 2 seasons of like 9 episodes.
I think they absolutely rushed the whole entire reveal. Them Muse was this kid. I'm sure there were supposed to be some other sessions, just like you said, Abel. It just felt a bit rushed. Like he came in there and all of a sudden now he's ready to kill her. Like what? Okay. Oh wait, how do we get here?
They
How
could
did
have
we get
done
that
some
quick?
real psycho shit with this guy, and they
I
just,
mean, they really could have. And to
yeah.
Chase's point, it is a waste of a good villain.
Hmm.
Kind of mad seeing that we still have 2 episodes left.
Yeah, but I think these 2 episodes are gonna completely blow our brains off because
Why? Because it's going to be what him and
I'm gonna
Punisher
tell you.
fighting
Hold
the
on,
cops,
let me get to some of these comments because
and
there's
then him
some good
fighting
stuff
Kingpin
going
in the
on
last
here.
episode. That's going to be great.
So I really think Muse is not dead. So this is like the big thing. A lot of people think Muse is not dead. The look Fisk gave out the window and he heard Daredevil's back in Hell's Kitchen. Literally the nervous dog meme. It's so true. Muse can reheal, so I don't know if that's a thing. Like if he actually is an Inhuman and they did want to do that, like they could figure that out. Muse can recover from bullets, but like, are they doing the comic book version of Muse? Is the question. That's my assumption. Muse isn't dead. The storytelling is a little scattered. You could tell some episodes were chopped and added. That's the problem. Hopefully, season 2 is more cohesive in the last 2 episodes. D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox. And Punisher is back next week. That is confirmed. They put out.
Yeah, it's just big fights for them and guns and
Bullseye gonna break out of jail.
Them versus the cops. It's gonna be like them two versus the cop gang.
Yep. So I hope I think we're gonna get the action we want, and I hope obviously they used Muse to kind of make Kingpin more of the villain, to be like, okay, like now we're gonna go after vigilantes because now we proved that, you know, we can take down masked people and none of them are here for the city and blah blah blah, that type of thing. At least that's what I think. Torian, what'd you think?
Well, I'm gonna be on the complete opposite of the spectrum. I actually liked the episode.
Nice, good.
One of the things that I really did like about the episode was I'm trying to think what of course the fight scene. I really did enjoy the fight scene. Oh, also, I don't know how many of y'all watched the show Wednesday on Netflix.
I haven't.
But the actor who played Muse is on Wednesday. He plays the
he's the wolf guy.
He plays him. And I said that was perfect casting because he plays weird and awkward and crazy very, very well. But that was him. The part that really got me was when his nose started to bleed and he wiped it and then he drew the mask onto the canvas right there. And he says, he said, I bet I know what's running through your mind right now. How fast can I get to the door? And she looked at that door. She didn't even make it halfway to that door before he slammed her. The way he threw her up, I thought she died. The way that he threw her up against the wall, the way that he did. And I did not know that Daredevil's cane could turn into a harpoon like that. When it went through, and he pulled him back. I didn't know it because that was my first time ever seeing it.
That's how he scales the buildings.
It's akin to like Batman's little grappling hook thingy.
Yeah. So I didn't like that was my first time, and I was like, whoa, I didn't know that it could do that. I thought one of the funniest parts to me was when he went into the Muse's lair and he was looking through feeling through the pictures rather than not looking.
I laughed my ass off at that part. Go ahead.
And the cop came in. He said, "Ping, what?" And he just and that was it. And that was all. That part did make me laugh a little bit.
Awesome.
Also, too, listen. I truly believe Vanessa set Luca up to get popped by Buck when he walked into that restaurant. She said he's
most definitely.
Yeah, a lot of people are thinking that's either way. It's that is very interesting.
No, I think I think she definitely said
she was not. She let Kingpin know.
That's what I was figuring.
What was happening? And Kingpin was like, "Buck, just wait over there for him. He coming."
Yeah, pew him in the head.
And he didn't even flinch. He was just sitting there, just cutting his meat up, and he was like, "Hey, send Vanessa a doggy bag." When it was all when it was all said.
See, I can't decide if Vanessa told him or if she did that on purpose to bring out Kingpin. I can't decide which one it is, to be honest.
No, I think she told him to protect him. I want to say
Vanessa told him, but like I think it would be even better if Vanessa just did that just to bring him out.
I'm with Abel on that one. I kind of felt like she's been pushing for him to return from the first episode, and I felt like a lot of what she's doing, she knows it's gonna be a stressor for him, and that stressor is gonna cause him to break. Because she has to know that if she tries to have a failed attempt to assassinate him, how that's gonna end. So I never thought for a minute she was actually trying to assassinate him. But I agree. I think that she's trying to bring him back, and she knows that all of these different stressors, he has to be who he is and whatnot.
And also, what's the name of Kingpin's that little? I guess you could say that little lackey.
Oh, the one that was sitting at the desk threatening the reporter.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. He's in the comics too. He's I'm pretty sure he's going down in the next couple episodes, but basically saying don't put out there and say what it actually is. You gonna put out there what we want you to put out there. You didn't actually see what you saw. Let's see if I can find.
Well, she didn't see anything.
That's Daniel Blake.
Okay.
Daniel.
That's Gandolfini's son.
That is it?
Yeah, it's Gandolfini's son. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Let me see if I can get some of these comments going. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up to where I was. So who's gonna be the villain now? It is and always will be Kingpin.
Kingpin.
That's
always.
where they're going. It's gonna be Daredevil and Punisher versus all those cops. That's exactly what we're getting into.
Yep.
Oh, so this is he's not trying to compare, but
read that.
the story. Yeah, I didn't read this. No, the storytelling is scattered.
You did.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, we did.
Wait. Oh no. Sorry. I'm not comparing, but Invincible this season. I was so whatever. Then he heard Invisible War and Stand Ready, Rival My Worm, and immediately picked up their best to be their best season. Can it happen again with Marvel? So, will these last 2 episodes make this season that much better?
No.
We'll find out.
No.
I don't know, man. I mean,
no. At this point, you've set a precedence. There's no reason for me to think at the very last 2 episodes, you're certainly going to pull a rabbit out of the hat. At this point, either the whole series is going to be absolutely dope or it's not. So at this point, I'm over it.
Wouldn't it be shoulder was crazy. And even Aaron says, like, I think that was a setup by her too, like with Vanessa.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't it be funny if the way that y'all feel about Daredevil, when Ironheart comes out, y'all actually like that show? Because that comes
honestly,
out.
It's not y'all. I'm with you, man. First off, I'm with you, Torian.
At this point, I don't know, man. I mean, listen, Agatha wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Like, I'm kind of expecting the same thing from Ironheart. I think we have such a low I mean, I'm just talking to myself, I guess. I have such a low expectation for that show that, I hope I end up liking it more than I think I'm going to. Let's see. Cold North Cop also shoots Daredevil in the comics when he teams with the Punisher, so we'll see if they go in that direction. Interesting.
Yeah, the thing is with this whole episode, it was. I do see that the holes that with the sessions, but it would have been boring, and I don't need to know all that. I already know the Muse character. Already get the gist of the Muse character from all the things that he's been doing throughout the season. So I didn't need no extra psychology bullshit because we already know that it was him in the bookstore, and he loved her, and he loved the way she was doing her psychology and all that other stuff. Mm-hmm. And also, we got Daredevil. He was fucking again in the beginning of the episode, which is great.
In the shower.
He's a hoe. Yeah, I stand by the fact that Matt Murdock is a hoe.
So then we have him getting worried about her because she got cut. And it's for me, the whole episode, I liked it because we actually got Daredevil in the daytime, so it was very weird to see. Mm-hmm. And as the whole aspect of it, of him setting up the tarp to try to finish the painting, and the fight and the blood scenes inside on the tarp, I wonder if that's going to tie in with something. I was going to have a bloody picture of it on the tarp when he laid it down. Because there was like a big stressor of showing the tarp, him laying down the tarp and getting all this paints and all this shit ready. So I wonder what they're gonna do with that, and also with them holding up the mask of the vigilante and fucking Fist trying to hide off. Okay, this is what happened. This is how we're gonna play it, and that's the way it's going to be.
Yep. Now it's time to go after all the vigilantes.
But then the only thing that I didn't like is that the cops were very standoffish. So if you have the mayor's seal of approval, and you're on his special team, there's no way that you're following procedures, just not barging into the fucking door.
Yeah, so
you're not taking that long to get in there,
bro. They took like a week. They were on a 3-day vacation. I'm like, dude, just go upstairs. Like,
and the thing is,
everybody die. It won't matter.
They pulled up very fast, like they were doing a high-speed chase, and then parked in front of the building, and then it's almost like they were tiptoeing to go into the building. I'm like, I know y'all see that broke. I know y'all see that broke window.
Yeah,
up there, and y'all hear a whole bunch of stuff going all over the place. Like, if the people can hear it, I know y'all can hear it, and y'all are the ones that are allowed to go in, and y'all were taking your sweet time to get up there.
And I do love the fact that they have the street reporter just doing the video and showing that was Daredevil going through the window, blah 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 blah, and everybody knows that it's Daredevil. So the people know that it's Daredevil that actually saved the day. It wasn't the police officer.
Mm-hmm.
So that reporter's gonna actually end up throwing away her career just because what she did.
And also, I know Muse's lair has to stink, because why are those two women still hanging up there on them hooks? Why haven't they taken their bodies down to the morgue yet? Like, they are still up there, like the constable saying, y'all, and he went there, and they're still there. I'm like, is nobody going to take them down?
Yeah. So to me, I felt the episode was good. It was good enough for me to pass the smell test. It wasn't slow. It wasn't dragged on. I like the fact that we didn't get that much therapy, because obviously we know he's insane. Obviously, when he starts bleeding out of his nose, it's a trigger for him. He likes the blood. He gets so stressed out that was actually a very good part. He gets so stressed out and focused on the blood because that's his trigger for him trying not to kill, and his brain is letting him know he's getting too excited, so he starts having a bloody nose. And that's how he started his whole.
And also, too, I did like the aspect of when the detective had went to go see Fix with his file. And they started talking about his childhood and how he grew up and he did Taekwondo. Then they talked about his teacher and how they said that all his art supplies and stuff, whatever it was, they said it's only a few places in the city that have it, and about 12 people went. They already talked to 11 of them, but there's one left that they haven't talked to. And it's like, okay, then it definitely is. If you was on the fence of who it was, that pretty much narrowed it down that it was him.
Exactly. And then it's I like I said, I didn't need the whole therapy thing. I didn't. Yeah, for me, I didn't need it, because you already got the build of it. You already got him looking for the psychiatrist. You already got him knowing that he's fucking loony. You already got all that part into the whole rest of the other 2 episodes that came before it. So
I don't know. I feel like there wasn't enough build to that though. Like all we got was him visiting the her at the book signing, and then you just saw him. You saw him like in the mask once or twice before that in the episode. Then obviously he fought Daredevil once.
And then in all the other paintings and all the death scenes with the 2 girls, and then you got him with the freaking White Tiger's daughter. So we knew he was insane.
Yeah, but it was weird that he just showed up for a therapy session out of nowhere, and then hey, I'm Muse now. Bag. Like, yeah, that's the part that, like, if there could have been one more session before that, like even just one,
because he didn't need the therapy session, because he built a rapport with her because he got her book, and he already asked her that he wants to go to therapy.
The rapport was, hey, can you sign my book? I'm a big fan.
I'm a big fan. And then he said, I'm thinking about going to therapy. I thought he said in the episode.
Yeah, but even if he did, like, he just showed that session number 1. Hey, I'm Muse. Fuck you.
No, hey, that she can tell. He knows.
Muse, check me out.
He knows that she can tell that he's Muse by the way he's acting, because her whole demeanor changed in the chair when they had that little therapy session right there. So she can tell.
I will say this though. I wonder how much improv they let the actor who played Muse did in that scene, because I feel like the part where when she was saying his actual name, when she kept calling him Bastion, he was like, stop. He was like, stop. He was like, stop calling me that. He said, my name is Muse, and let me spell it out. M-U-S-E. I feel like that was improv, and if it was good take on his part.
I actually thought him as the character was great, but we did not get enough of him. That's just how I feel.
I'll be very upset if it's over for him now.
No, I don't think it's over for him, because he is a human and he does heal. So
we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to heal.
We'll see.
Let me get to a couple of these.
If his boy could come back from a shot from Bullseye.
So speaking of which, will Daredevil find out Vanessa's the one who sent Bullseye to kill Foggy, or somehow Kingpin finds out? So I don't know if they're going with the comic route. I'm assuming Foggy's still alive. I really am. I'm just waiting for like the hey, here he is. I like Daredevil too. It's a lot of story. I think that's the issue, the quote unquote issue. But I'm okay with it so far. Where'd I go here? Okay, they barely tapped into Muse though, and his insight powers. Yeah, that's correct.
That's what
he's supposed to be a hard counter to Daredevil. That's true. He's not supposed to be able to detect him. But they didn't. It's like they didn't touch any of that.
I gotta rewatch the episode and see where the bullets landed too.
Yeah, Daredevil Born Again is more story than superhero.
She
but
got
still
him in the
kinda
chest
good, or
quite a
just
few times.
okay.
What?
Yeah,
I really
Sorry,
think
where the bullets landed.
I
They
really
landed
think,
right here.
actually,
All titles.
I really gotta rewatch.
I really think what Aaron said. Like, I think this is going to be an invincible situation where a lot of the things were saved for the last 2 episodes. I think these last 2 episodes are going to be nuts.
We'll see.
Yeah, so true, Aaron. They definitely missed on. Yeah, they missed the mark. Missed the mark big time, unless it's a trick, like the whole Foggy thing, which I do think we're going to pay off until we're not going to pay off the season 2. That might happen too. We might not even, if Foggy's still around, we might not even find out what's going on.
Right.
Shit.
But it's a greenlit for season 2 though. But
Yep. Have have that man 3 holes in the chest, Leo.
Hey,
I mean, seriously.
if Foggy can take a bullet to the chest from Bullseye and he don't miss.
No, it's Bullseye. He didn't take a bullet in the chest. He took a bullet in the chest, but he didn't hit nothing. Trust
That's
me.
what I'm saying, man. They didn't even they showed Muse taking blood out of 1 person or 2 people, and that was it.
Maybe 2 people. Maybe 2.
But he had 60 victims. I don't know.
But he had 60 victims.
They literally said 60 victims. You couldn't show us one crazy scene of him drawing one of his really drawing it out. I don't know. That's just how I feel. But
Nope. Why would
season
they
2
do
is,
that?
Season 2 is next year, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Is it next year?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're already filming now, so you got to assume it's coming next year.
All right.
But yeah, so that's Daredevil. Hopefully, we get some crazy shit in the next couple episodes and we'll see what happens.
I mean, they kept saying that 8 and 9 is supposed to be the bomb.
Yep. So we'll see what happens.
It's up.